He also supported open borders.
He talks about this wall. I always say, let me know how high it is. If it's 25 feet, then I'll invest in the 30-foot ladder factory.
And he pushed socialism.
Don't ever shy away from our progressive values. One person's socialism is another person's neighborliness. Just do the damn work.
Ooh. Oh, wait, and there's more. He signed an executive order protecting gender-affirming care or surgeries for minors in his state. And in 2020, he was the governor of Minnesota during the George Floyd riots that burned part of Minneapolis to the ground. It was so bad that Walz himself called out his own response.
I got a call from a friend and a dedicated public servant. Senator Torres Ray called in her district, and it was on fire. And there weren't any police there. There weren't any firefighters. There was no social control, and her constituents were locked in their house wondering what they were going to do. That is an abject failure that cannot happen. If the issue is that the state should have moved faster, yeah, that is on me.
All right, so they're at the throwing everything against the wall phase. What do you think would stick there?
Well, I mean, go to a bar in, like, outside Duluth and say you want to invest in a ladder factory to help people get over a border wall. See how that goes, Tim Walz. I mean, there's a serious...
Well, I think he's telling a joke that the wall is a joke because people can easily find ways around it. And you could say, hey, look, the United Kingdom is having a massive immigration problem. They have a giant ocean around their country. And they still can't figure it out.
I don't. Yeah,
it's a moat.
The wall itself
they have a huge moat and a channel.
We can continue going on his immigration policies. Defending them in that proverbial bar or that hypothetical bar outside Duluth would be hard. Whether it's drivers.
I want you to think about something for a second. This guy just talked about some DEI stuff and talked about something regarding the riots and how his constituents were kind of abandoned or put in a dangerous situation. I mean, legitimately, he was manning up and taking accountability. This is one perspective you could take. But I mean, I would think that those are the things that, you know, my favorite person at Breaking Points would
speed limit
focus
decrease ahead
on.
to 40 miles per hour.
But instead of doing that, out of all the things that you just heard, the thing that she wants to talk about is the ladder. Wow. I think it's a prime example of brain rot / audience capture, because I always feel like her job on the show is to appease the right-wingers on the show. You got Ryan on there who, you know, he might have like a left-wing perspective, supposedly, you know, but if there's something that the right wing looks bad about, you know, she's got to make the right-wingers listening feel good. You know, oh my goodness, this doesn't look good. No, don't worry, you guys are fine. Look, this guy's, yeah, he is radical. That's the thing. You know, Walz, he is radical. Look at him. He wants to help people cross the border. I mean, that's not gonna fly. What? Is this woman that dumb or that dishonest? Which D? Double D. Which one of the D's is accurate for my favorite host on Breaking Points? So, just in case the brain rot is contagious and someone listening doesn't get what Walz was saying about the walls, hey, he's trying to say that he's trying to make a funny, like Ryan said, he's trying to make a funny joke about walls don't work. Now, if you want to be disingenuous, you would talk about all the instances where we use walls, and if walls don't work, then why do we use walls anywhere? It's not that the walls aren't going to do anything. It's that they can be circumvented, right? So you build a wall, they're going to build a tunnel under the wall to get around the wall, or they're going to get a ladder. So he tries to be funny on the ladder side. So he says, makes it specific, how tall is the wall? Right? I think the reason that he does that, because that's actually a pretty good thing, because he's basically setting up a thing where it doesn't matter how tall the wall is. Like, put a number on the height of the wall, and his setup is going to still work. That's the whole point why he says, like, how tall is it, right? He's trying to put that open-ended, you know, fill in the blank, because it doesn't really matter the height, right? Because I'm going to X, Y, and Z. What's he going to do? If it's a 25-foot wall, he's going to invest in the 30-foot wall factory. why would you invest in a 30-foot wall factory? Because obviously he's suggesting that so many people are going to start buying 30-foot ladders to get over that wall. So if he invests in that factory, he's going to make a ton of money, right? He's being a little facetious with it, right? It's like, for example, if you say that, let me see, I couldn't think of a better example, but let's just say, you know, you're worried about safety on the roads and all these accidents and people speeding. So the solution is more cops, more enforcement, right? I'm just going to put more cops out there, right? So we can stop people from speeding. And then if I don't believe that's going to work, if that's my position, I can make a joke and give a funny response and say, hey, how many cops are you going to add? How many cops are you going to add? You're going to add, 50 cops? Okay, well, I'm going to invest in whatever the top radar detector company there is, right? Now, he's not suggesting he's going to buy radar detectors and give them away to speeders so they can get away from the cops. No, he's saying, listen, sales are going to go through the roof, right? Because you can put all the cops you want, but the more you, at some point, there's a point in the diminishing returns where, you know, you can start adding more and more cops, but then the effect is going to be more people are going to invest in countermeasures so they don't get caught. So they're going to still speed, but they're going to invest in knowing where to speed and where not to speed. More people are going to start using Waze, right? So you want to build a wall? Just let me know how tall it is, and I'm going to invest in a company that makes ladders that are adequate to get over that wall. I'm implying that that's what's going to happen. 10-foot wall, I'm investing in the 11-foot wall factory. You're going to build a 20-foot wall? I'm going to invest in a 25-foot wall factory. 60-foot wall, I'm going to invest in a 65-foot ladder factory. Because the joke is, I'm going to make a ton of money because the people trying to get over the border, they're just going to get ladders. You make it taller, they're going to buy taller ladders. So by you telling me how tall the wall is going to be, I know which company to invest in to get rich. Obviously, being facetious. Is she so dumb that she didn't get that? Isn't it the right who says that the left, like, there's no humor, you can't make jokes, right? You can't make any jokes with liberals, right? You can't make jokes anymore, right? They have no sense of humor, these liberals. You're gonna build a 25-foot wall? I'm gonna invest in a 30-foot wall factory. Oh, he wants to help people get over the border. He's an open border guy. You know that Walz is a very good pick for Kamala by the bullshit that you're hearing from right-wing media trying to attack him. If he was really an awful pick and the right wing was really happy about it, they wouldn't be playing games, pretending like, oh, he's trying to help people get over the border by buying ladders for them. Like, what? What? Now, if I'm a conservative, there are legitimate things I can critique this guy on, right? Policy differences, right? We can talk about it. The first thing she mentions is DEI. DEI is getting traction right now, like CRT before it, and whatever nonsense before that, right? The initial thing, right? It's getting some traction right now. That's why they do the videos, because obviously the right-wing audience, they love it. Oh, DEI, it's a DEI this. Oh, he's a DEI, she's a DEI. He's a DEI, she's a DEI, everybody's a DEI. I'm a DEI, you're a DEI, everybody's a DEI. Right? That works. So why doesn't she make a legitimate critique? I mean, I'm assuming what they said on Fox was true, that he did support some DEI thing, right? And if he did that, then as a conservative, commentator, why wouldn't you jump on that? Why instead would you jump on trying to manufacture something that's fake? Put the idea in the brains of your audience that he's an open border guy, wanted to help people get over. Like, what? What?
Over.
Come on, son. This is the Debate Me channel. Debate me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Be well. And I'm out.